Hello guys. So in this video, I will recap the week and will tell you how I identified a December 4 fractal, which was this, and I traded the last week in Nasdaq, which was this. So as you can see that this was above was the December 4. So I was expecting a move up, then a down, then the move up, then a move up happened, and then this correction happened. And at this point of time, I made a video also on YouTube that this fractal is being followed. And then after this, the 6 happened. And then after 6, a big pump in the 6 happened. And then there was a little bit of correction. There was a little bit of correction. And then a big squeeze to the 8, and a big squeeze to the 8, and a big dump, and a big dump to the 9th, and then a 10th, and then a 10th, and then an ABC correction, and the ABC correction till 11th, and then a big pump to the 12th, and a big pump to the 12th, and then and afterwards I sold over here on Friday, and we got this big dump. So now the fractal has changed. So we will get into the discussion in a moment. But as you can see that how beautifully this fractal had been followed. And I told you guys, I gave you guys the heads up also. And I was able to direct my group using my other indicators also while doing the intraday trades on the December 4 fractal. Now, I will move on to discussing the every piece of this up and down move that we could be traded, or we could have traded using the indicator of EIP. So bear with me. So this is a recent price action on Nasdaq, and we had this big move up as predicted by the fractal. And from this triple top, I was looking for a decline, but it was possible that it could still make one more up, because you saw that the number 12 was going on and on. So the possibility of continuation of the up was there. But what happened yesterday, or what happened on Friday, that our group got into this sell. So so I put on these trend lines which I have made through a process. These are not normal trend lines that everybody else make, like this, or like this, like this, or like this. These are not those trend line. These are not those trend line which everybody else makes by connecting high and lows of 2 points. So these have been made through some special route. But if once this trend line was broken, so I alerted my group that now big sell-off will come. But now I'm going to put on this EIP rapid river. So it could be seen that once the trend line was broken, to the downside, it made a retest to the trend line. But I'm not a trend line trader. So what can be seen was that now in this indicator is the only indicator which matters. It is very complex and it does a lot of complex calculation on runtime during the session, during that point of time. And that in that point of time, it finds out which is the only support which matters and which is the only resistance which matters. That is, the upper boundary is the resistance and the lower boundary is the support. So during that session, when this price dumped and went below the support, so I knew that the down move has started, and then it went back up and it tested the resistance. And also we see that they were selling on this resistance, which mattered, and it was the only thing which mattered. So we kind of knew that a big sell was coming as per our rules. And also, if I will now disable the rapid river, and now I'll put on the EIP trigger. So we could see there is a sell now over here, and rapid river is confirming it. So using the same principles, day before that day, we bought over here. We bought over here on this trend line and there was a VWAP, and then this went up, took profit over here, then it corrected in ABC, and it came to the support, the only support which mattered at that point of time. And it was right at the end of the session, 3:30 p.m. New York. We bought out over here, and then we got the big pump. Took profit over here, then you could have bought over here again and have taken it again to the upside. If I go a little back, then this was the time I made the fractal, that I made the video that we could go one up. So we bought over here when this broke out, and during this price action, we kind of knew that we would go up because of the fractal, because of the cycle of the past of December 4 cycle. We kind of knew that we will go up, and we even knew that it will go up and it will do a correction in ABC, and then will go up some more. So we had this information also, that let it go up, break the top, take profit, and then go up, get into the long again. And before that, we were in the sell. So like I told you how we traded that day. And this is another important thing which I'm going to tell you, that when this dump happened, so it went up, it came down, it went up, but never for once it found support. It found a support on the support of the indicator. Never for once, like it did over here. Like the price does something over here, that it finds the support and then goes up. So it was just going up and down around the support, but never once it took the actual support from the support itself. So as per the rule, it was just a phony move, and this is exactly what happened. It turned out to be just an A, B, C correction, and then the sell now was printed by the EIB trigger, and then we got the sell in the later half of the Friday session. So this is what I mean by finding support on the support. Like when the price does something over here, like when the price does something over here, like the price does something over here, and you get a buy now also. So it is actually double confluence. And when you get rejected from the support, it's a sell. So this is how you can trade intraday with the unsurmountable edge. That instead of, imagine those people who are trading on their own and who have got hundreds or thousands of random lines like this on their charts and they are trying to trade it. None of these matters. What happened to those guys who bought this? What happened to those guys who bought this? What happened to those guys who bought this? So there was no plan in action. But by the grace of God, I knew that this up move is fake and it will go down. And also, we had good news, bad news indicator also. So which was also telling us that this is not a this is not an up move to buy. So just stay out of it. And we can see it from the price action that no support was found on the support itself. And then in later how we got the sell. So if you want to join my day trading group, you can do so by clicking the link in the comment section. And my WhatsApp is there also in the comment section. And on 28th Feb, I will be starting a course where I will be teaching the only methods which actually work in trading. I'm sure you have heard about elite waves and all of this nonsense and other things, moving averages, but none of these things matter. The trend lines, nothing matters. Only these trend lines matters because these are the forward-looking trend lines, and whenever they break or they are honored, a big move happens. And this indicator, whenever this indicator is already doing complex calculation, so it is confirming your analysis. So I will be starting a course on 28th Feb. So if you want to join my course, you can contact me on WhatsApp to get more information. Okay, guys. I hope you liked the explanation of mine, how I did the intraday trading during all this while. Thank you and all the best.